live. I'm alive. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Let's see. We've got 4 people in the room. Redden. Okay, I got your pick in there, Mr. Redden. 5-2 Habs. I was going with the Habs, and again, one of those gut things. So I had it 3-2 Habs, and I changed it because I don't know. Just feel it's going to be Philadelphia. I figured though tonight, if Montreal's going to win one of these first 2 games, you would think tonight would be the better chance, but I don't know. I guess my feet are getting cold as the game's getting close. Sports King, all right. Let's get this W. This effing W. Go. Let's go. Wow, a lot of people just came in. Philippe Saint Laurent, hey buddy. I've won you over. I just choked on that. No, I'm glad I have. I better drink something. I'm nervous, I guess. So give me a guess for the game. What the score is going to be and who's going to get the first goal for Montreal. If you get it right, is that good, right? You get one of these hockey pucks, emotional support hockey pucks. It'd be nicer than this, but it's a rough draft. No more guess. Ryan, Bob St. Jean. Did I mean it when you said you older than 72? No, I'm 57. I don't think I ever said I was 72. I might look like I'm 72, but I'm 57. I've always been told I look older than I am. Drink beer. Water is for soccer fans. Yeah, I've never been much for. I'll drink beer sometimes, but I'll go out for a beer, but I don't drink a lot of beer. Let's hockey. 3-2 Montreal. Sherratt, first goal. Okay, hang on. I got to write these down because the contest is on and got to have these in. That's the first Sherratt. We got a Weiss. Also, Redden chose Weiss. You know what? Weiss is not a bad choice. He may be fired up. I don't know. We'll see what that means. Shamir. Oh, okay. So I'm going to scroll for Shamir's, but it's going to give me a good time to say this. I have a feeling we're going to be busy tonight. It's going to scroll pretty fast, so you're going to have to type in your comments, and I'll see it on the second time around. Or you could take a super chat or super sticker that will enter you into this contest. You can barely see them up on the wall. No, you can't see the skate. I got one of the skates up on the wall. You can win a pair of skates. Bauer Supreme, size 7.5. Very, very lightly used. They are a beautiful pair of skates. And yeah, so if you take a super sticker, super chat, you get entered for that. If you take a membership, you get entered for that. And all memberships, every month they recur, you get another entry in. It's going to run for at least till the end of the playoffs. So, yeah, because it's going to scroll pretty fast. So it's going to be tough for me to get everybody's comments, let alone these entries. So I'm going to take Shamir's because I promised him that. Then I'm scrolling down. 5-2 Philly. And he's got Mr. Suzuki. Birthday boy. He turned 21 on the 10th, so 2 days ago. Sports King is there, so I'm going to give it to Sports King. I know this is what always happens. I get stuck. Sports King. 2-1 Habs. With Gallagher. Gallagher is due. So is Tatar. That's why I took Tatar. He's due. It was a toss-up for me between Gallagher and Tatar. I took Tatar. Send it to a sick kid. I'm good here and we're done. That's awesome. Listen, you can send it to somebody else if you want. Not a problem. If you win, not a problem. But did you give me the overtime doesn't matter. What I need is the first goal scorer for Montreal. So I've got you for let me see now. Hang on a second. Got a long name. I got you for 4-2 Montreal. And I'm just going to need your goal scorer. It might be down there. I've scrolled, so it stopped. And I'm going to go down. So please, anybody that I may have missed, if I don't call you out that I got it, then I may have missed it. Jeff, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. As always, Jeff has been a great supporter of this channel. And I've got my podcast going soon. Or no, it's going now. We'll talk about it. Jeff's going to be a guest host with me next week. Habs 3-1. Weber. Habs 3-1. Okay, now I'm rushing. Goalie girls. It's goalie girls because his daughter is a goalie. And she's going to be good. Weber. Okay, I got yours. And once again, thank you. I so appreciate that. The channel appreciates it big time. Okay, so like I said, this is going to roll pretty fast. It already is. Slapshot Hockey, 4-3 Flyers. OT, okay, it's cool, but you don't get any extra points for it. Weber with the goal, too. Okay, so another Weber. And that's Slapshot. I love the name. One of my favorite, maybe my favorite hockey movie is Slapshot. I saw that in the theater when I shouldn't have gone. I think I was still a little underage for it, but I got it. They didn't ask. Who cares? Oh, it's really going. Jordan Tyler, 4-3 Habs. 4-3 Habs. Price. Well, I know that. I'm glad you put it because I'll probably forget. But he's got Price till Price gets it. Hang on, Jordan Tyler. Okay. Kale Hui, 8-7 Habs. Weber. What again? Hui? I read that totally wrong. Kale Luge. Sorry about that, buddy. It was a quick read and it was wrong. 8-7 Habs. That's going to be a high-scoring game. You know what? Just as likely as anything. Listen, just in case I forget, Philip Saint Laurent. Philip Saint Laurent. I didn't get who your goal scorer is yet, so you're gonna have to give it to me again. I didn't get it. Okay, I got Kaluj. Okay, Philip is predicting Weber hurts somebody seriously. You know, I don't really hope so. So, I mean, I don't hope for that, but I mean, I hope for a big hit. Yeah. 306 hockey cards. I've got your score, but you got to give me a goal scorer for Montreal because you can't win the puck without both. So I got you 2-1. Habs is calling it in overtime, but I need a goal scorer. Jackson Rember, 3-2 Montreal. Galley, 3-2 Montreal. Galley. Jackson, who I was quite sure was a lot older than he is. I won't say how old he is, but man, I had his age wrong. Philip's in the 50s, so you're the same age as you're. It's right around what I am. Oh, that just jumped. Oh, wrong mouse. I got 2 here. Maybe it'll jump back because Mystery Alaska is my favorite hockey. I love that one. That's a good one, too. Goon is one of the best hockey films. Also, one of my favorites. And Venom, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Haven't seen you in a little bit. And to all the members, thank you all. There's a bunch of members in the room. You know members because members have those little, the badges. All the badge people are members. Laley gets in at Habs 2-0 KK. Hang on. Laley. All right. That would be awesome. I hope Laley wins. Okay, 306 is 306. I got you. KK as well. Got you. Perfect. Shamir, Miracle is my favorite hockey movie. Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, Slapshot, Miracle. I even liked the Miracle on Ice one, the American. That was pretty good, actually. A little overacted, but I still enjoyed it. And Goon. There's 2 of them, right? Or anyway, I watched them all. I love them. And there's others, but not. I think those are probably by far the 3 best. Oh, and the Rocket Richard one, very good. 690, I see you up there. I got your pick from comment. By the way, everybody, if you're wondering why I didn't do a preview for this game, I'm wondering why I didn't do a preview because honestly, I'll tell you the truth. I guess because I previewed the series. In my mind, I was done, and I only thought of it. I had to go out, and I thought of it like an hour before I had to go out. No time to do it, so stuck with it. Nothing I can do. But that's why. So if you're wondering, that's why. And I should. Oh, human Bigfoot. Hang on. I'm gonna remind everybody. Friday. What day are we today? Yeah, Friday's game is early. Starts at 3. I'm on the air at 2. Human Bigfoot. It was 4-3 Habs. You got to give me a goal scorer, buddy. Hang on a second. 4-3 Habs. Okay. Anyone care to guess who will fight? You have to expect something like that. You kind of have to, but from what I've been told, there's a few Flyers fans that come in here. Anthony is one of them, and he tells me that they're not the same Flyers like that. So it's not the Broad Street Bullies anyway, but you kind of might expect Montreal, Philadelphia kind of expect it, right? Maybe Weiss to bring himself back up to relevance. Well, and he could be motivated to do that too. So we'll have to see. Whoops, I got the wrong mouse. That's not going to help. The game, by the way, possibility there's a slight delay because of the overtime. Boston, Carolina, they went into 2 overtimes, and there was an hour-and-a-half delay on the Islanders game. That didn't go into overtime, but it might delay a little bit on the Habs game. Morgan, all right. Armia, I took it. Morgan also, look, Morgan Burton, he's also a member. Morgan Burton is also going to make an appearance on Habs Coast to Coast. And, okay, let me get his pick, and then I'll tell you what I have to say. Armia. Okay, so first of all, 2 things with that. I'll do 3 things. I'm going to start over because it's really rolling here. If you really, really wanted me to see something, I have to insist that if you really, really, absolutely want me to see it, you're going to need to enter this contest by taking a super chat or a super sticker. I'll definitely see that. And they're as low as like $1.99, something like that. So it's not expensive. You get entered into the contest to win these skates. Bauer Supremes, very lightly used, really nice skates, size 7.5. So in saying that, I forgot exactly what I wanted to say. I really did. Oh, Morgan is going to be on the podcast, which there's a link in the description. The podcast that we just did, me and Scotty 2 Hockey. Scotty's not in today. We did that Goalie Girls Rule. That's Jeff. He is going to be on next week with Scotty. And then the week after that, I'm going to have Morgan and maybe one of those 2 or Patty Mac, my partner who's supposed to be on, and we'll see who's going to be there. The point being, if you take a membership, now I know it's a little expensive, so I hate to push it, but that's in there. You'll get invited onto the podcast for sure. But I'm also going to do other contests where you guys, if you're interested in doing a guest appearance on a podcast, I'm going to give you the opportunity, and it's a lot of fun. And yeah, I mean, not a lot of people listening to it right now, so don't feel pressure that way. There's no money made. It's not making any money, that's for sure. But it's fun to do, and you can maybe one day say, well, I was I was a part of that podcast when they started out. You never know. So yeah, so I'm just offering that. I'm going to get back to you guys, but please just retype it in, and I'll see it either on the second time around, or take a super sticker and I will, or a super chat, and I will definitely see it. So about that, let's get right back to you. Is somebody trying to really get to me? I see Shamir says, take a super sticker or super chat, Steve. Sorry. Okay, that's part of the conversation. Go Habs go, 6-3. Let's get some donos going for Rick. All right, goalie girls, and you definitely did that. I thought you were talking about Donaire because you're from down that way. Garrett, hey buddy. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna enjoy a good game. Either way, it's still gonna be a good game. What player will be sacrificed to the Kraken? It's a good question. It's a good question. A lot of people are saying leave Drouin to get picked up by him. I kind of think defenseman. Excuse me, probably a guy like Mete. Maybe Kulak. I don't know. I think a defenseman. I think they're going to steer them that way. Yeah, see, Shamir agrees with me. He says Mete. Drouin going to Seattle, and I think it was Jeff, Goalie Girls Rule at got the Drouin part in my head, but he seems to think Drouin going to Seattle. Steve, you're a mod. I see you now, buddy. Have you been trying to get in touch with, say something? I apologize. It slowed down a little bit, so try to get it in now. But thanks for being here, Mod. I appreciate that. 306 hockey cards. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'd love to show off some hockey cards someday for you. I mostly collect Habs, but have lots of rookies. Still looking for my Matthews, Sid, and Ovi. Well, I'll tell you what. When my oldest son is going to be moving in here with me in the next, within a month and a half. And he's going to get me fixed up on my OBS. Once the OBS is on, I can do something like that with somebody. So you're going to have to remind me on it when you see me doing OBS stuff, but I'll be able to, you could be on camera showing hockey cards and we could talk. I've done a few hockey card videos, so I'm definitely interested in stuff like that. So I would love to give you the opportunity. I can't tell you exactly when, but I would love to give you the opportunity, and I want to do things like that with the channel. So definitely. Hockey cards are fun. I like them. I used to collect a lot. I lost some of my hockey cards in a fire, so I don't have as much as I did, but I used to have a store and a flea market for, I think we did it 2 summers, me and a buddy of mine, a long time ago. And that's when I used to collect. It was back in like 1990, 91. So yeah. Wrong mouse. Let's see what I got up here. Sorry, guys. Wolverine, 60 saying I'm upset we won't be getting Lafreniere. Well, we wouldn't be watching the game today, so, but doesn't mean we were going to get Lafreniere anyways. You got to remember that as well. Lafreniere might not have been somebody that I would, from what I think. Look, there was a minute chance that if it was Montreal in the draw and not Pittsburgh, Montreal's ball would have got in. We don't know. Right now, it's New York got it. We didn't get it. We weren't going to get it. That's how I look at it. So we got what we got. We got KK and Suzuki emerging in this series, in this playoffs. And, if those two guys turn out to be basically what we think they're going to be, that's compensation for not getting Lafreniere, and I don't mind it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, Wolverine. Remember, guys, the contest closes off once the puck drops, which I don't know exactly when, but we're still a while away from it. 4-3 Habs, Drouin. Yeah, Wolverine, when I talk about Drouin, you got to close your ears. I'm sorry. It's just that he's got some work to do to make me happy right now. Okay, I missed a few things, so I'm scrolled down. 306 hockey cards for sure. That would be awesome. Oh, I should say this, by the way, and I don't know why I'm not. Oh, they're up there. If you haven't given a thumbs up and you're in the room and you're having a good time, if you're not, don't give a thumbs up. But I would really appreciate some thumbs up. And if you're here and you're new to the channel, subscribe down there somewhere. I don't know where it is down there. You can and ring that bell and you'll get notified of this. I do this every week on Saturday, and we do it for every game, regular season and playoffs, first time. And yeah, we do this kind of stuff. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. And I run all kinds of contests and stuff. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. So thumbs up and subscribe and have fun and whatever you want to do. Okay, let's get to you. I watched your hockey card video recently, Rick. I had the complete set of 90-91 Pro set. Everybody did. Quite a bit of the 91-92 Pro set. Same thing, everybody did. Me too. Also had a complete set of 90 Topps baseball cards. I have baseball cards. I do. I have some baseball cards. Surprised me how many I have. And I even have a box of football, which I remember having them. But I didn't think I had as many baseball cards left over. Or, I thought I lost more of those in the fire. But yeah, I'm going to do a hockey card video again. I'm probably going to do one for the members for sure. I think maybe for the members, that'll be the next one because that's an easy one to do. I'm relaxed, and I think when I'm more relaxed, have more fun, I can take longer for the members. Members like, so if you want to see those videos, by the way, if you want to be a member, there's still a bunch. I don't know how many I'm up to, but there's a bunch of members-only videos there that you have to be a member to get to. And you can check it out. It starts as little as $2 a month, so it's not expensive. Let's not forget Caulfield. He's going to be a beast mode for many years. Caulfield, things up in the air right now for him, what to do, because hockey and college hockey there, the Big Ten, that's definitely out till January, and they don't know if they're going to be out till longer. So his options might change over the next few months. So Caulfield will be doing something. We just don't know where. Free hockey for the next 2 rounds without sacrificing the 16th pick. Yeah, I kind of think the same thing. I just don't get, if they go another round, how do they still get the 16th pick? Don't they go higher up? Oh boy, it's moving. With 12, you guys are talkative. With 12 people, it's moving. Tatar, Suzuki, Gallagher, Duranko, Pinyemi, Armia, Lechner, Deneau, Byron, Weiss, Domi, Belzile, Sherratt, Weber, Kulak, Petrie, Ouellet, Mete, Price. That's the lineup. That's what, yeah, I don't, and, oh, he's got Suzuki, okay. Oh, this is what, okay, I wasn't sure. Wait a second, KK's second line? Is that how he juggled them? I thought he juggled Deneau to the second line. And I don't expect him to start with that. I kind of expect him to go back and start with Deneau in the middle of Tatar and Gallagher. Do you think the Oilers will make the playoffs next year? Well, yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, that team, I don't know what happened, but how can they not make the playoffs? It's such a stacked offense. But then look at Toronto. Look at Toronto. He might end up signing soon. I heard because of the world right now. I'm not sure. I'm missing out on who you're talking about. I still have the retirement plan set of rookies of Bure, Lindros, and Timu. That's Cards you're talking about? Lindros, Timu. Retirement. I don't remember that. Philip St. Laurent, he'll be scoring goals is what that's what he'll be doing. I agree, but it's a matter of where will he be doing it. That's the only thing. His options are to go to the OHL if they're running. He's got his rights are held by the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. He could sign a professional contract and start playing in the AHL if the Rockets start playing. So he's got options. No, it goes by winning percentage, and everyone has a better record than us. Again, lost. Why am I lost on what you guys are talking about, or are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Hopefully we can keep Lehkonen and don't get rid of him in the trade or expansion draft. Yeah, that's, I guess, another guy that's an option, that I don't know how they're going to protect. I think some guys, I came up with a theory what came up. I read about it, and I brought it out on a video that, there's some of the free agents, if they don't sign their contracts and leave them exposed, but they're free agents, they don't have to sign if they get picked. And you have a deal ready for them to sign once they're free agents, they might be able to protect more people than we think. So we'll see how they work it out. Bergevin and his crew are good at this kind of stuff, I think, and I think they're going to do a good job at it. But I hope we don't lose Lehkonen. I see it going to a defenseman that they're going to sort of angle them over to the defenseman and leave somebody on defense open. Action Figure Studios. Hey there, buddy. Do I see Austin Matthews leaving Toronto for Arizona once his contract is up? That if Toronto don't win a cup. Well, listen, something's wrong with Toronto. They're going to have to do some trading. I kind of see maybe Marner going, or a couple of they're talking about, was it Janssen and Kapanen? They're going to have to do something there. I don't know. I don't know when his contract is up. Didn't he sign a big contract? I mean, he's got like 6 years left, no? So I don't see that happening. But we'll see. But I would imagine, I don't know if they want out, but I would think some of them might want out. We may have to give up on the whole finish line. Lech never got back to 18 goals. Armia is nice and big, but can't finish. And Cott may be traded while he's hot to help Price. We have to sacrifice one center. I don't really agree with that. I don't know that I agree with that on like any of your points. For me, I don't really agree with that. I see no reason why we have to give up on any of them. I like Lehkonen's game. Defensively, he's going to be hard to replace for what he does on both sides of the puck. He needs to get a little better on the offensive side. I agree. But he's going to be hard to replace for what he does on the defensive side. Armia is still coming into his own. He's just 27. He is coming into his prime. I expect some good things. Doesn't mean they might not trade him, but I'd like to see him stay. Kokanyemi, I can't see KK being traded right now. No, I can't see it at all. The 16th pick goes to the worst record. That's what we're talking about. Sorry. It's just so many things. Sometimes I don't remember. I'm really sorry. Remember, someone said I'm 72. So at 72, I'm not all there. That's how it goes. Yeah, okay, I remember that now. So that's how they work it out. And I had seen that before, and I was wondering, it doesn't make sense. And there was no one to explain it to me. Dubas doesn't want to trade anyone. Well, maybe it won't be Dubas there to do the trades. Dubas could lose his job over this. Hang on, guys. Wow, I needed that. Dubas could lose his job over this. Not to say that he will for sure, but you got to think he might be on a very short leash now. So, I don't know. Either trade Marner or more likely Nylander or Kasperi Kapanen. Maybe, well, Marner, if you're going to trade Marner, that'll give you enough cap space so you can go out and get a defenseman, and because they're really lacking a top defenseman. If it's not Marner or one of the other big guys, if you ask me, Tavares should be the one to go. They're going to have to trade probably Nylander and Kapanen, or Kapanen and Janssen, or a couple of people, Action figure. Call me crazy, but I truly believe that the Montreal Canadiens can win the Stanley Cup this year. Oh, I believe they can. I just don't think they will. Can they? Yeah. And, especially if they get past Philadelphia, yeah, that I think it leaves them open to make to the finals anyway. Lecky is the type of player you need to win a cup. Lecky is, without a doubt, the type of player you need to win a cup. As a matter of fact, yeah, if you don't have players like Lecky, you don't win a cup. There's no way. You need them. What did I think about Galchenyuk or maybe Scherbak sometimes? You have to cut your losses. Well, you do. You do. And listen, I don't see I do see one guy here, your Drouin lovers, close your ears. But it might come to that with Drouin. I don't know what's up with that kid, but he got a little bit better in the fourth game as it went along, and as the series went along, I should say, he got a little bit better, but not enough. I'm worried about that kid. Okay, wait, I want to see this. What I just said. Morgan, he defended Marner today. I think moving Tavares or Nylander is more likely. Well, listen, I think it's Tavares. I think there might be something wrong with that guy. Look at, he left the island and they're doing better without him. You would not have thought that, but that's and then he goes to Toronto and they just can't put it together either. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong there we don't know about. I mean, I don't get it, but I think Tavares might be one of them, he might even be more sought after, although for me, I'd want Marner of those guys than anybody else. I wouldn't want the other guys. Marner for Petrie and Fleury. Remember, the only problem is I would like to get Marner. I don't want that contract at all. I mean, at all. So for me, I'm not trading for one of them at all. No way. Shamir agreed. Read the Leafs, Rick. They only had a 2-year window to win the cup before you know what would hit the fan. Now the window is closed. This is the point. And he didn't do it. So, if you're going to be going in a totally new direction out there in Toronto, it's a possibility that, you say, listen, it didn't work in the 2 years. We gave it a shot. I think there's some deficiencies that Dubas has in handling the cap. And I think maybe you go a different way now. And he's let go, and you bring in somebody with more experience. And, maybe not somebody like the run-of-the-mill guys, but bring in somebody with more experience, not so young, not so tied to the players and Sheldon Keefe, the coach. He's more of their buddy than he is their boss. And it doesn't work. Armia is better than Lelecki, in your honest opinion. I like them both, so that's fine, but I like them both. Okay, I missed a bunch of comments because I was scrolled. How do you like that? Action figure. I'm going to take your action. I love the name. My oldest son loves Power Rangers, so he's got all kinds of action figures. And my middle son is I see Spider-Man on yours. He loves Spider-Man. So 4-3 Habs. The overtime doesn't matter, but that's fine. And who's the okay? So like everybody's not doing it right. You got to give me also Montreal Canadiens first goal scorer of the game. You need the two of them to win the puck. You can't win without. But I got you so far. So when you give me the goal scorer, I will add that. And Human Bigfoot, if you're still out there, I still need yours. If I missed it, put it back. I can't. I might have missed it. Put it back in, and hopefully I will see it. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down. Kind of rude for me to say, but Drouin can't leave sooner. Yeah, I know. I still. He still has time to redeem himself. That's all I will say. Petrie is Weber's heir. I think so. I think they're re-signing Petrie. Dubas screwed himself, even with trades, because how do we trade a $10 million player? That sucks. And yeah, I mean, then he didn't leave himself any wiggle room to put a team around three $10 million players, a $7 million player, goalie that's got what? He's making $6-7 million. I mean, I don't know how you do it. Drouin is a guy you tell the same thing over and over, and he says, okay, thinks he's doing what you ask, and Drouin is in dreamland. Yeah, we talked about it on the podcast. I guess you heard that. I credit you for that. That's not my thought. That was Jeff's thought. If you were listening to the podcast, I do say that, and that's where I get it from. Is from Jeff, and it's true. It makes sense to me. He's kind of like that. He's going to do the same thing every damn time. If you tell him 1,000 times, no, do it this way, he's going to look at you. Okay, I got it. He's going to go out and do it not that way. And as opposed to KK, in my opinion, you do that with KK. Okay, this is what you're doing. You got to do it like this. He might not get it the first time, but he might get it a little bit better, right? And then a little until he gets it right. That's the difference. KK's coachable and a coach's dream. Drouin might be not coachable, and he's definitely not a coach's dream. That's my opinion. Anybody who's a Drouin lover, I don't mean to put you down, or this is my opinion. You're allowed yours. That's how it goes. But I don't see it not being that way. I want him to be good, and I want him to do good, but he's not. He just frustrates the freaking hell out of you. We just mentioned Galchenyuk. Same kind of thing. What time are we? Oh, we're still not there. Oh, yeah. Well, I came on earlier than normal. I see Wolverine down there. I don't know what he's going to say to me. Drouin, a second-round draft pick for a Radcliffe. Oh, you're talking about... I think that's overpaying, though. Hey, Rick, NHL, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. The last stream I came on, but that's as soon as your computer. I know. Let's hope. The odd thing is, hasn't shut down since then. So, but I've been out for a few hours, so it's not running like it was all day that day. So, I don't know. I don't know. So far, so good. Now that you mentioned it, knock wood. Now that you mentioned it, hopefully it won't. So if something happens and boom, I'm gone, it's because my computer shut down. That's what. It's early, so I'll come back on with a new stream. If something like that happens, just go look. There'll be a new stream that I'll put up. Because this one I can't get back into if it does go out like that. Okay, NHL's got. Hang on a second, buddy. 4-2 Flyers, Tatar. Yeah, I got Tatar as well. He's due. I don't mind the criticism with my boy Durant. Totally understandable. I still think and hope he will do well. Well, I still hope he will do well. It's harder to say I think he'll do well anymore. You know, it's harder to say that, but as long as he's on the damn team, that's for sure. I'm going to always hope he does well, but it's frustrating. The Pacioretty trade is aging like fine wine. Suzuki is amazing. Tatar is equal, and Detroit are still retaining salary. Yeah, listen, that's might turn out to be his best trade ever. From a guy who's made some really good trades. Montreal's hang on, I jumped. Montreal's love Drouin. We just know what you need a French player and coach to be there. Well, this is it. You know, I think the pressure's on him. Drouin needs to stop with the drop passes. They kill the entry. Yeah, too many drop passes on this team. Drouin's best days were definitely with the Mooseheads. That's what I hear, and I didn't even know anything about him then. Okay, so I've been scrolling. I'm going to stop that because I am getting too out of. Yes, I see Jeff Whites tonight. That's not a racist thing. It's their white uniforms. They are the best. I love those. And double a couple of those. I know. Okay, I don't know what was ahead of that. David Robinson. Hey, buddy, how's it going? No idea what to expect tonight. Guessed Philly 4-1. Okay, I didn't catch that. So I'm putting you down now. And you got to give me that goal scorer, buddy. So it's 4-1 Philly. Yeah, I chickened out on my Habs tonight. I apologize, but my gut again said no, it's going to be Philadelphia. Drouin is okay if he's your third scoring option, and he can just play freely out there. He isn't made for a system. Well, that's why I said, you know, Domi down to the second, Drouin on the third line on the wing. I think that makes a lot better for him. So, but he hasn't done that, so I don't know what's going on. That first line is due to score. It sure is. It sure is. Tatar for David Robinson. We've got a lot of Tatars tonight. I'm not sure about the scores, if they're the same, but if they are and Tatar scores first and that's the score, I may be giving some pucks away tonight. It'll be the first. No one's won this. Nobody, I mean, including me. Nobody's won this. Even I wouldn't have won it. So this is not an easy contest. By the way, Rick, I'm watching the game. See you later. Hey, enjoy it. No problem, buddy. I appreciate that you came in and gave your score. Philip, go Habs, go. Good luck tonight to all. Same to you, buddy. Yeah, I can't show the game, so I just talk through the game. So I know people are going to be leaving. It happens. What are you going to do? But if you stay, we have some fun. I think Price will break out offensively tonight. Yeah, same every night. Jordan, it's going to happen one of these days, buddy. Go Habs, go 5-3. Domi with the first one. There's another one that needs points. Hang on. I'm wondering if I'm losing people in the room because I haven't been able to answer a lot of the talk here, so I apologize for that. 5-3. Okay, you wrote it. Montreal and Domi. We got it. Okay, let's see. Laley missed because of late goal. I know Laley really almost had it. It's a shame. But, you know, I don't want to cheat to give her one. I want her to win one so she'll feel that she actually won it. And, you know, that's the way it goes. But, yeah, she was as close as you get. 20 more subs until 300. It's been great. Awesome, buddy. Awesome. Hey, everybody, when you got a chance after the stream, head over to NHL Hockey News Reports. Check out his channel and give him a subscribe. Let's get him over that 300. Up to 300 and over. The Habs home and away jerseys are so beautiful. Honestly, can't pick which one I like more. For me, it's no problem. White, baby, white. I thought Jake Evans was ready to go. No, he's skating. There's a difference between him skating and being ready to go. But he's skating, which means, you know, could be a few days. That was good. Boy, it was dry there. This will be a low-scoring game. I took the under at 5.5. Yeah, I kind of think so too. That's why I'm going 3-2. I had a 3-2 for Montreal because I didn't think it would be high scoring, but my gut was telling me no, it's Philadelphia. So if Philadelphia does win, I'm not going to be happy, but My gut will be right twice when it nudged me. So we'll see how that works out. I love the Blue Jackets and Lightning game. Oh, I did five overtimes. No way, I didn't watch. I saw a little bit of the. I want to say second period. I think it was the second period. So I saw that. I think they were already tied 2-2. And yeah, that's tough. Imagine playing 5 overtime periods. So 8 periods, almost 3 full games. And then you got to 2 days later, you got to play again. I don't know how they do it. It's going to be nice to see Thompson out there. Just unfortunately, the wrong jersey. Yeah, I wonder if he's going to cheat for us. No, he's not going to do that. But it will be nice to see him again. It's been a while. I don't know what number he's wearing, so that's going to be a little different to try to figure out his number. Although I guess just look for the 4th line out there. If we can outshoot one team this season, I'll be happy. Oh well. You know, it depends. You know what if you're grossly outshot, it's no good. But if you're, a couple of shots isn't the end of the world. But I agree with you. We should be hopefully outshooting a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know enough about the Flyers to really know like what to expect fully. I just don't know. And I didn't watch them in the round robin, which I should have probably done. So I'm at a loss here. That's my problem. How's the vibe in the city now? It's nothing. For me, I don't notice it. I'm out here on the West Island. I don't go around the city as much as I used to when in the old days, where you'd see the big vibe about it, flags on the cars, everywhere you go, people talking about it. So I don't know. I don't know how to judge it. Personally, I've always preferred the Habs red jersey. Yeah, a lot of people have red with the blue stripe across. When you look at it, yeah, this is one of the best teams in sports history. Well, if you like Spider-Man, you're going to love that red and the blue, that's for sure. But yeah, no, listen, a lot of people I know love the red better than the white. For me, I grew up with the white at home, and we saw almost every Saturday night game was at home. So they were wearing white. You just got used to them in white, and I love the white. My prediction for Carey Price is 34 saves. It's probably a good prediction. Maybe even higher. I don't know. Depends on how Flyers come out. I don't know what to expect from them coming out. Because, listen, they did well, obviously, in the round robin. They didn't lose a game. So this could be a really ready and prepared Flyers team. And, yeah, you could see something like that. The season Price had a 1-0-1 record against the Flyers with a 1.98 goals against and a 9.52 save percentage. But one of the games was Bada Bing. You got to give me the goal scorer too, eh, buddy? I don't have Bada Bing, no. One of the reasons was the third game, 4-1 win for Montreal. They had their third string goalie in there, Lyon. So it's hard to judge too much from that. For me, I said that in the video. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if that's fair. But Price, as long as he stays if he plays the way he's been playing, we'll be fine. Philly has the best two-way center in the game. KK and Suzuki will learn lots in the series. It's a win-win for us. I think so. Listen, in the end, my belief is we would not have gotten the Lafreniere pick. We wouldn't have. And I'm happy with that, and that we didn't have anything to worry about. And if the NHL just made the draft like they did this second lottery pick, why not just do the whole thing then? We wouldn't have talked about Lafreniere, not even for a second. We wouldn't have, except maybe we might get the lottery if we might. It wouldn't be a reason really to do it, but we might. So because this happened, it made it such a big thing when it didn't need to be, And you know what? As soon as it was announced, the Rangers, I had a total thought turnaround where it was like, why was I ever not pulling for the Habs to win? Why? We weren't going to get Lafreniere. It was such a small chance. All of it made sense all of a sudden when he wasn't there as an option. And it's the NHL's fault for doing it the way they did that made that happen, or we would have been pulling for them way more than we were. We should have kept Thompson knowing we were in the playoffs. They didn't know they were in the playoffs. So you're laughing. They didn't know they were in the playoffs. So you're laughing. So you're laughing. Well, I'm glad you're laughing because they didn't know. Goalie Girl, that's a great point. Yeah, Goalie Girl makes great points. He's going to be on the podcast. That's one of the reasons. He's going to be tough, too. Montreal is the first Canadian team in 16 years to win a playoff series in Toronto. Yeah. Well, let's see it happen first. But, yeah. Will KK fight again tonight? He may. This is who we fought against. I forget who he was actually up against, but yeah, he had a fight, I think, in the second game against Philadelphia. That was, and he was standing up for somebody because that guy hit somebody. I forget exactly what happened, but I know he was standing up for his teammates. We all have the Toronto fans on our side. Oh, wait, that might be a bad thing. LOL. Listen, I feel bad for the fans for Toronto. I do. I feel bad for the fans. No matter what you think of the team, the fans, doesn't matter what city you want to look at, fans are the same. We're all the same. We're all the same. Except we have a different team that we like, and we have a different team that we defend, and we have a different team that we, that's all the differences. But I feel bad for them because think about if Toronto was your team, think how bad you would be feeling right now. I know how bad I would be, and I kind of feel for the fans. Because my hatred of Toronto is only very partially because of the fans, and because I do this now, I've lost that part of it. So, so I do. I feel for them because I would hate to have what happened there. I would be so mad, so upset, feel so bad. Like I can't even imagine the extent of that. KK said his grandmother told him to never do it again. Yeah, it's true, eh? I don't think that's going to work. If he has to, he will. I believe he will. The dummy skateboard. Sup, brother? I'm getting ready for this game. Oh, it should be starting. I'm going to just put it on the screen over here because I don't know exactly when it'll catch. Okay, I've been in... yeah, I've been waiting too long. I gotta refresh. But yeah, hopefully it's gonna be a good game. That's not too bad. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what's up. Hag hit Pele. It wasn't Hag. Okay, but it's not Hag that he fought with, was it? It might have been. I don't remember. It might have been Hag. That's true. I hate Boston too, but again, not. Oh, so I may say I might hate. I don't hate the fans. Maybe at one time I did. I don't hate them anymore. I don't hate fans anymore because I have a different aspect, a different outlook for it. Let's put it that way. And as a fan, I understand when that shit happens to your team. That's for sure. And I do have empathy for other people. So you put the two together. The Toronto fans are cursed. Right? All other fans are the same. But what about us? Look at the bad luck for the Habs in the last since '93. You could say the same thing for us. Well, that's fine if you hate Boston mostly because of their fans. Hey, listen, that's up to you. I get that. But there's good and bad fans everywhere. There's a lot of bad Montreal Canadiens fans. So it's the same. Like I said, every fan base, we're all the same. Just a different color, that's all. One's red, one's blue, one's yellow. No, we don't have... Oh, the Predators. You got green in there, black. You got whatever color your team is, that's your color. But otherwise, we're all the same. We lose the mascot matchup tonight. Well, that's why I put the mascots for the thumbnail. I thought that was pretty cool. I like Gritty. I like the look of it. I like Gritty. And he is kind of like a wacky, crazy Youpie. It's kind of like what they made when they made Gritty. So I thought it was good, at least a mascot that's not boring. Wolverine lives in Toronto, and yes, he really feels bad for them. I may not like the Leafs, but I truly respect and love how passionate the fan base is. Well, that's it, Fans are fans. You're passionate for your team. So, like I said, if what happened to them, how they lost, how that went, if that was your team, you would be mad and upset and all that stuff. So, that's how I look at it. I feel bad for them because the Leafs really should be a cup contender. And they should be, Jeff. You're right. And they're no closer than they were 10 years ago. It's what it looks like. But it looks really good on them after all the arrogance. Oh, listen. For that part, they get what they deserve. And same here on us when we want to brag and then whatever. I accept the fact that if I bragged about something and I was wrong, I accept it. Whatever. So you get what you're going to get if you're going to brag and be like that. But I still feel for them because I wouldn't want it to happen here either. The racist tweets towards Subban was the last straw for me. But yeah. But listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm from Montreal. I'm right from here, okay? As much as we love Subban, I love Subban. He was my favorite player. My ex-wife was on the stream either last week or one before. She confirmed that. And there's so many people here in Quebec, oh, we love Subban, but then you hear them talk about him. You think the talk like that you hear on the street about him is like, it goes from like great player, all that kind of stuff, and then of course the skin color comes up, and it's usually negative and derogatory. For what? So I'm sorry, it's here too. I bet, and that's why they got together, those guys, and it's the HDA, I think it's called, and they're trying to work Hockey Diversity Association or something, and they're working to get that crap out of the league. I bet Flyers fans are really happy that they don't have to face Penguins in the first round. They might really be. I mean, I guess that's a good rivalry. Before we get to the game, if I missed anything, take a super chat, write what you need. You get entered into the skate contest, and yeah. So in case you really want to get to something, because the game's coming up. So although I never really don't pay attention to you guys, so that's not a worry. But if you really want me to see something, do that. And if you win the guess the score contest, you win a puck that's going to be very much like this. Did I miss anybody's scores? Because if you didn't hear me calling it out to say, okay, I got you, I probably missed it. So you might want to tell it to me again. Steven, it's okay if you're a size 12. I bet you know somebody that's a size 7.5. And they make a really good present for somebody at Christmas or something like that because they're very, very lightly used. You can hardly tell they're not new. If we want to win, we got to treat every game like Game 7. All the way through, 100%. That's what it means when I said play 60 minutes like their hockey lives depend on it, because it's going to be like that. They literally, in my opinion, honestly, if they're going to win this series, they got to win tonight's game. It's kind of what they did to Pittsburgh. They won the first game. It set them on the right track. I think if you let Philadelphia right away, the first game or the first two especially, it's over. My 5 games and my Philly in 5 games would be where if Philadelphia does win tonight, I kind of think it's going to go Philly in 5 games. Montreal needs to win tonight. Really, they really do need. There's no pressure on them though, because if they don't win, they weren't expected to be here anyway. I was not a PK fan. He was a price killer. He was only good because of George's. Okay. I love PK. I didn't analyze it in those days at all. Go Habs, go, my friend. Juan Isleno, is that how you pronounce it? Isleno? I imagine that's Spanish. Hey, welcome in, buddy. I can't imagine where you're from, but I appreciate that you're here. Let's go. Yeah, listen to what Goalie Girl said. Well, that's right. If you to go with that, let's get some donos. That's donations. I do need the support. The channel does. You get entered into the skate contest. Anybody wanting to do that, you get entered into the skate contest. As a matter of fact, I almost forgot to enter you another time there, buddy. You're getting the most entries so far, Goalie Girls. Hang on, I got to make that entry because I'll forget. We're August, right? Sure are. Okay. Excuse me. Anthem Senior sounds terrible. There's been a few this season. So we're actually playing hockey. There is hockey on. They just dropped the puck. And might help if I want to go full screen to use the right mouse. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll pay attention there from time to time, but mostly I'm going to be paying attention to you guys, as you probably know already. But if you're here for the first time, anybody that's here that hasn't already, I would appreciate a thumbs up if you're here and having a good time. If you're not, I mean, you don't have to, obviously. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, you're new to the channel, I would definitely appreciate a subscribe. That is going to get you, as a matter of fact, if you do subscribe and you tell me for tonight only, that's going to get you an entry into the skate contest. How's that? So any new subscribers as of this moment till the end, tell me that you're subscribed. I got to see the subscription that there's a new subscriber when I finish the the live stream. And then, yeah, you're going to get entered into the contest. Tonight only. I don't do this all the time, and I won't be doing this all the time. Steven, I played with teammates like Subban. They are necessary. They are. You know, unfortunately, they are. They're a little flashy, a little bit hot shot, kind of. But, you know, the guy's not a bad guy. He was really great charities and all that stuff. He does a lot of good stuff. I don't believe he's a bad guy at all. But maybe Montreal, I don't know. I saw a lot of racism against him. I heard a lot of racism against him, I should say. So I know that it happened. It's not, someone can tell me, well, it's not really true. No, it's true because I heard it a lot. JFed. By the way, JFed, I do have your entry from earlier, the video that you left. I got that entry, so in case you were wondering. Montreal always has a chance with Price and Net. Plus, Phil is young. Get him rattled. Yeah, Philadelphia we're talking about. Yeah, they are. The defense is a little young. If they can get to the defense, that's something I did mention it in my series preview. They're young. They've got a really good defense, though. But they could be rattled. You know, you got to. That's why they've got to be aggressive, throw the body around, and you got to do that. And they did that to Pittsburgh, and it was a good outcome. By the way, the contest for the puck now is closed off. Game started. I should say that, right? Hockey in August can't get more Canadian than that. That's right, Shamir, you're right, because we never stopped as kids. We were out playing street hockey. And the kids who played organized, I never did. They played indoors. There was indoor hockey. And, the old-timer hockey, that's always going on. That goes on all summer. So, yes, nothing as Canadian as hockey in August. So anybody saying, oh, it can't have hockey in August? I'm like, hockey in August? Yeah, hockey in August. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing. Weber with the early turnover. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. So like almost 2.5 minutes gone on my screen. I'm probably a little bit behind you guys because I'm streaming it. So, yeah. So when they score, you guys are probably going to let me know before that stream lets me know because I'll be behind you guys. Thank God that was an offside. Wow, that was a horrible 2-on-1 for Philly. No shot. All right, I'm getting play-by-play on here. I love that. That's awesome. If I win, donate them to a kid that needs them in your area. Awesome. Now we'll do that. Just remind me when that happens, and I will definitely do that. And listen, people, anywhere you are, anybody who wins it, say, I don't want to win it, you can do that in your area, although this way, Jeff is saving me a little bit of money in postage. So I don't mind doing that either, but definitely I'll donate them somewhere. Because they're a really nice pair of skates, and it's a shame that nobody will wear them if I don't do this. And that's what would happen. I got my cousin, she moved back to Arizona and left her skates and told me to use it for something. So I said, okay, I didn't know what to do, and I thought, well, this kind of benefits the channel, obviously. And it's a really nice thing to give away. So, yeah. Carey Price is a beast in net. I haven't been able to see that for a fact, but I know I don't think he's going to let us down. Streaming on the CBC Apple TV app and watching you at the same time. Awesome, Shamir. Appreciate that. If I could do play-by-play, if I really could, I would. John at Hot Take Hockey does. But he's good at it. I tried, and if you guys were here, you'd know I wasn't very good at it. So I can't. But if I could and it was good at it, I would do it. Very sloppy so far. Oh, there it is. Icings and offsides. They're feeling each other out, which is good. I think that sloppiness is probably shows a little better, in my opinion, for Montreal. Maybe that means they're being effective trying to shut them down. Anthony Peters is in the room. Now, Anthony is a Flyers fan. Nobody jump on him. He's a Flyers fan. He's also a subscriber, and we don't do that here. How's it going, Anthony? Nice to have you here while we're in the series. That's cool. So far, so good for both sides. Hit that sub and smash that like. Let's get Rick to the top. I appreciate that, Jeff. I do. Yeah, if anybody's in here, if you haven't, thumbs up. I appreciate if you do that. If you like it, if you're having a good time. If not, hey, that's fine too. Subscribe if you haven't already and you're new to the channel. And you get more stuff like this. And if you take a super chat and you want to get me to read a comment, you get entered into the contest for the skate giveaway. Boy, I've been plugging myself tonight a lot, more than I normally do. And there's also memberships, by the way. Memberships you can take, and that's a monthly thing. Starts as low as $2 a month, and that'll also get you entered for the skates. And you get special members-only videos and live streams. And I think live chats that I haven't figured out how to do yet. And you guys, members, if you're wondering why we haven't done just a straight-up live chat, I apologize because I'm still lacking. When my son gets here, moves in, he's going to work with me. So we'll get I'm hoping he's going to help me with those specific things, social media. So I promise this will get straightened out. So 5 minutes in, no score. I've got the sound up a little bit. I haven't heard anything to draw my attention to say something exciting's happening. That was a nice attempt there, but that's about it. They're not giving shot. Oh, this is on a different. This is a different feed. They're not giving me the shots on goal like Sportsnet does. And I don't usually like Sportsnet, but here now, I got to say I like Sportsnet better for that. Top line looking better. That's awesome. I'll trade you Ghost for this series win. You know, that's not a bad benefit. We might take that. Be careful what you ask for. You might get it. Jim Houston just said Belzile was 60 years old. Really? He's 29, by the way, guys. 60 years old. I don't think so. Montreal dominating the forecheck early and often. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not. And this is something they got to do. Forecheck and backcheck. They need to forecheck heavily and backcheck to protect the lead. They got to shut these guys down. And it's not going to be easy. Philadelphia's a big team. I think only three of their forward, the skaters, three of the skaters, only three are under 6 feet. That's a big team. So it's bigger than Montreal, even though Montreal's got to throw their bodies around. They're a big team, and it might not even work at that, right? But I think if they're aggressive and they're aggressive on the forecheck, that could put them off their balance a little bit. Could cause a little bit of room for a goal. And if you're patient and you wait for a mistake, you got to pounce on it. He's number 60, Jim, not 60. That's funny. Legarox 99 is the best play-by-play guy. Yeah, well, he's, I think, professional at that, eh? I think he actually does that for not a living, but I think he does that locally where he lives for games. So I saw in a video him talking about that. So, yeah. John at Hot Take's pretty good. Especially for a guy who's 21 years old. Anybody who watches Hot Take Hockey, did you all know John was only 20 and he just turned 21? Because I wouldn't have guessed that. I thought he was older than that. Not saying like tons older, but I thought he was in his later 20s than just turning 21. But anyway, he's really good at play-by-play. Okay, so we got somebody that Habs didn't carry it out. Let's see what I'm seeing here. It looks like, you know, I'm not watching. I haven't seen a lot of it. The game, I don't think it was game 1, but game 3 and 4, first 2 periods, boring. There was a lot of boring play. It looked like they were sloppy. It looked like this. So I'm wondering if it's not. Montreal is effectively right now shutting Philadelphia down, keeping them off balance, keeping them out with less high danger chances, stuff like that. It's not going to go over, Morgan, at this rate. From what I'm seeing there, it's not going to be a high-scoring game. Or do you think they're going to start connecting on some bad plays? I'm indirectly pushing you tonight to promote. You know what? Yes and no, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm not making this up. Oops, I've got notes here. It's all that to do all those things. So, yeah, I'm. It's because I've got a goal I want to hit for the end of the month. Obviously, money-wise, and not just from you guys, but I mean it's from videos too. I want my videos to get the views because that's the ads, right? So my last 2 videos, well, not the last one, the 2 before that, they did pretty well, like 700, and they're working their way up. So I'm trying to do that, and this is another way because I need some things to get. I really need a couple of things that are starting to really be a problem. So I'm hoping to do that next month, and that's why I'm trying to push a little harder on these live streams. So I really appreciate you guys for any of the support you give. And remember one thing also, you're here watching the live stream. I don't know, I imagine they showed you an ad before you got into the room, and you watched my other videos. So remember, that also supports the channel. I don't make light of that. So I really don't make light of that. So if you're, and I always say this, you younger guys, don't send me any money. I don't want parents angry at me. I don't want to be taking advantage of young kids. I don't. I know there's some 14, 15-year-old. Don't send me any money. Please don't do that. This is really for older people that work and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to be taking this from kids, but channels need to be supported. I do need some things that I can't afford right now, and it will really help, and that's what I'm trying to get, to be honest with everybody. And I want to get the next prize for this giveaway. I want to do that again, and I want to get something nice and give away, like the skates. And other kind of things. And I got to get some pucks. Wait, someone asked me a question I actually want to see. Action figure. Did you ever see a YouTube video called A Boston Bruins Fan in Vancouver? No, I did not, actually. No. Hey, look, in 2011, I watched a little bit of YouTube, but not a ton. I wasn't there all the time. It's only in the last, I'm doing this now over a year and a half. I'm probably more heavily a YouTuber for the last 2.5 years. Other than that, I used it some, but not like a ton. Super sloppy. Oop. Montreal penalty to Drouin. Damn it, Drouin, we want you not in the box. Slashing. Damn, that could be bad. Well, although Philadelphia's power play has not been good. They've got 0, 0, 0. How do you do 0? Am I wrong? 0, 0. Yeah, they haven't had a good power play, so let's hope it keeps up. Let me see now. Let us old folks help out. Well, Robert, it's kind of how it works, I guess. Like I said, though, anybody that, if you're going to sit there and go, well, I'm not giving, and don't worry about that. Absolutely don't worry about that. I don't hold that against anybody. I don't expect it, but anybody that wants to, I appreciate it. That's all I could do. But I wouldn't force anybody. I think anybody should be able to come in here and enjoy whatever. And like I said, you watch my videos, you support the channel. So that's definitely support. Habs is the worst tape-to-tape passers in the league. Not when they're really on. If they're having an off game, they look horrible. But when they're really on there, they can really be nice passers. So don't say that. But I guess tonight it's not. Their passing isn't really good. But I'm saying that to Jeff. Jeff sees the game a lot better than I do. He does in a different way. I see the game the way I see it, and I don't claim to be an expert. I don't see the game the way an expert does. I'm just an average Joe that came out here and had the balls to turn the camera on. And I don't say you guys don't have balls, so don't take it the wrong way. But I don't know what else to put it. You guys probably see the game the way I do. We all have our whatever. I put a camera on myself and started a channel. I think that's about the only difference between us, So I'm no expert. The hockey guy keeps saying that people call him an expert. Him too. He's not an expert. He's been mentioned on apparently on Sportsnet, and he's trending here and there on Twitter. He's really come a long way. I gotta tell you. Flyers power play is awful, Anthony. I said it in my preview for this series. It might be a series where we don't see a power play goal. Both teams zeros on the power play, so I don't think that'll happen really. But their power plays is not doing very well. Ours is abysmal. So damn it. So Flyers are on the board, 1-0 on a power play goal. I guess that somebody did I jinx it? I take that back. Where's that? Like from the what's his name? That movie, Click. Can we do that? Click. Roadside Jeff. Jeff Scarecrow. What was it I used to do? Was it Roadside Jeff or Jeff Scarecrow? I can't remember. I apologize, but I haven't seen you in a while. Awesome that you're back. Join the channel. Rick treats you right. I try. And you know what, Jeff? That you just made me think of something I hate thinking about. When my oldest was young, he used to love Beauty and the Beast, and that just made me think of that. Be our guest, put our service to the test. Oh God, why did I have to think of that? Somebody say Jeff Scarecrow. There's two Jeffs in. We got Jeff Fedge and we got Jeff Scarecrow. So it's okay. We got Goalie Girls because he's changed his name to that. So we got Goalie Girls and we got Roadside Jeff. I'm going to go with Roadside Jeff because that's what's in my brain right now. So it's 1-0 Philadelphia. Power play goal. Almost half. Well, you guys is probably a little over halfway into the period. And yeah, that's where we're at. Bench Drouin. Well, that was a Drouin penalty. The jinx came through, buddy. It was Jeff Scarecrow? Okay. I'll try to remember that. Jeff Scarecrow. Awesome. Sorry about that. Oh, God. That's how long it's been since you've been in regularly. Shame on you, Jeff. Shame on you. Shame on you, Jeff. Okay. Enough of that. And now for something completely different. I thought I'm scrolling, and I'm wondering why it's not moving because I'm at the bottom. My game feed here in the U.S. is about 30 seconds behind you. Oh, so Robert, you're probably writing the same as me. I'm streaming, and I'm getting NBC's feed. So I'm probably about what you're getting. Sorry, practicing with the band. Hey, listen, don't worry about it. I'm only bugging you on that. You get in here whenever it's convenient for you. I only wish you the best with the band. So I hope, put lots of time into that and get that band going. And I don't know if you guys want to check him out. He's got some videos on YouTube. I'm sorry, buddy. Name of the band again? Let us know. He's got a couple of songs I really liked. So check him out. It's a Roadside Scarecrow. I think that's what they're called. Am I right? Maybe that's the name of the band, Roadside Scarecrow, if I remember correctly. And they're really good. It's different. It's like a country-ish thing, but it's Canadian. Like it's good. They've got their own little sound, and there were a couple songs I really liked. One was about suicide. Am I right? Where was I? Domi fudged up on that 2-on-1. Yeah, again, like usual. Do I see the first period when I'm live streaming? I don't. It is a fan reaction. I'm reacting. You guys are telling me, and I see a little bit. But I don't get a lot watching the game, unfortunately. The D has to be more physical in front of Price. Yeah, that is true. Especially because they're small. Well, not the big guys. The big three are not smaller. And Kulak's not a small guy. Who's playing with Mete on the third pairing? I didn't see yet. Is it still Willette? Would you get rid of Muller and bring in either Gonchar or Jacques Martin? I don't like Martin or Mark Recchi, released by Pittsburgh. I got to tell you, they got to do something. Muller's in charge of this power play. Is doing nothing. I love Muller. I used to draft him every year in my fantasy pool. I've got nothing against the guy. I want him to be successful, but it doesn't look like he's good on the power play. So, yeah, but I don't like Jacques Martin. He just got fired, though, by Florida. So they're letting him go, Martin. So he was available. Roadside Scarecrow, I was right, is the band name. Indie folk rock. Okay. Indie folk rock. And, yeah, I would. That's the name of your channel, too, right? Roadside Scarecrow? So you go on YouTube, type in Roadside Scarecrow. Check out their music. Like I said, I really, and I'm not saying it because he's a subscriber. There was one song I didn't really, there was another song that was okay, and there were two songs that I really liked. So, I mean, I don't mean to say like that because, listen, you're a musician. It's subjective to everybody, and you got to have a thick skin, so I apologize. But there were two songs I really liked. Geez, I feel bad for doing that. I'm sorry. But people do it to me with my channel all the time. So sorry, I guess I expected, and I'm used to it on mine. Maybe not everybody that's in this kind of thing can do that. So I apologize, buddy. I didn't mean anything by it. Habs can't get past center ice, get bumped off the puck. Yeah, this could be a problem. Size could be a problem. They're big guys. Oh my God! I thought that was in. Damn it. Sportsnet feed. No, is it on Sportsnet? I don't know why I'm getting this feed. Because it seems like where I was watching it, Sports Stats Me doesn't seem to it seems to be off. So I don't know if that's anything. So I'm kind of getting it from on Sports Surge. It's not the usual place on there that I get the feed from. So maybe that's why I'm getting the NBC feed. Maybe Sportsnet cut everybody. Who knows? Lecky with a great chance, and Lekanen has to finish that. Yeah. That's one of his problems. Listen, if he could finish properly, say he got 20% more finishes, wow, can you imagine what a player he'd be? I just wish he had that little extra. Home feed would be NBC, I think. That's what I've That's what I've got it on. I'm getting the NBC feed. Sorry, I ate just before I'm surprised that was the first burp. What about Recchi replacing Muller? Yeah, listen, I didn't know if is he coaching? I didn't know he's coaching. I don't know much about him as a coach. That's what I just said. But a good player and next Hab. As long as he's got, I want somebody with some experience in there. And I would think it's probably going to be Ducharme. Dominique Ducharme is probably going to end up taking over that, I would think, unless they bring somebody else in. But I can't see them going another year with this power play. I hope not. No pun intended on the finish part. No. Oh, Drouin again. Did he get another penalty? I totally didn't see it. Totally didn't see it. And now I'm down to the bottom. Wow. How'd that happen, guys? Let me see if I can go back and bring up an older I think I got to everybody. Okay, so what are we going to talk about? Oh, God, we got to talk about it. So, by the way, I should mention this because it's a different time. Friday's game is at 3 in the afternoon, so I'm going to be on at 2 o'clock. And same thing on, so let's see, it goes like this. Today's 8 o'clock, Friday 3, Sunday 8, Tuesday 3. So Friday's live stream is already posted, and the other 2 are already up there. I just have to put a thumbnail on them and post them. So that's out there for the up to game 4. And game 5, I know is going to be back-to-back. So it's going to be Wednesday next week if it's necessary, and they'll announce a time then. So they're about to drop the puck. It's 1-0 with 6 minutes to go. Looks like KK taking the draw. You won the draw. Armia over to Suzuki? No. Armia's not playing with Suzuki. I forgot that. Byron, the speedy Byron. Which is the opposite. It's funny because Suzuki's 14, Byron's 41. So KK is fighting in the corner along the boards on the left side. Doesn't win. Flyers get the puck, but they don't clear it. So now Petrie has it at the line. Ooh, pass attempt to Drouin. Doesn't get through. Galley's got it in the corner, around the net. Try to go the other way. He loses the puck. And so this is some sustained pressure by Montreal. Good to see. Doesn't last a ton of time, but they have to ice it to get the puck out. So that's good. So the faceoff will be back in their zone. I think there's something like 5 minutes left in the period. Don't tell me the stream site you gave is shut down. I used it at the campground. Which, yeah, it seems like it, though, because it's no longer listing. Like, I've been watching it on Sports Surge, but I've been getting the Sports Stats Me feed, and all of a sudden it's gone, and I don't know why. So I have to assume that it's down. So sorry about that. But you could try. Did you try Sports Surge? Because Sports Surge works really good. I'll try and get my prediction in your preview vid as I'll get work during the live stream. Yes, do that. And there will be a preview vid. I'm going to do that tomorrow because it's going to be an early start. I'm going to get the preview done tomorrow. I just totally forgot about my preview today because I did the preview for the series. And that, for some reason, I know that's what clicked in my head. And I didn't think about doing the preview. And I wouldn't have done the news of the day thing this afternoon if I would have known I didn't do a preview. And then just before I had to go out, it was like, bing, you didn't do a preview. Oh, no. Didn't have time. That's called seniors moments. At 57, I'm getting senior moments. So I figure by the time I hit 65, I'll be in a home somewhere drooling with a bib around my neck. Really hope Ducharme is the eventual replacement for Julien. But I got to tell you something. Julian's been doing some good coaching. You got to credit Julien a lot for that win against Pittsburgh. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. He might have saved his job there. But you might be right. That's the talk that Ducharme would be the replacement for Julien if Julien got fired. So, yeah. The Mooseheads are killing us. Yeah. Oh, are there ex-Mooseheads on Flyers? I don't know. All I know is McKinnon was his teammate. I don't know anybody else from that team. I noticed they don't trust pass to Drouin. He looks a step behind. I haven't been watching enough to see that, to say that, to agree, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if he's – they're probably frustrating him as well, right? And they're probably just not going to give it to him because they know he's not going to do anything with it. Hockey the Beast and Habs Online TV are the best free streaming sites. Okay. I'll have to keep that in mind. But I'm doing good with Sports Search. Recchi hired as Penguins player development coach in 2014, promoted to director of player development in 2017, and named as assistant coach on July 11th, 2017. Assistant coach where though, Johnny? Not on the Bruins. Penguins, excuse me. He's a Penguins assistant coach? I didn't know this. Don't worry about not doing the preview today. You do plenty on this channel. I much appreciate it. Well, I appreciate that you do appreciate that. But no, I'll tell you, in one of the things that I was talking about and asking you guys to support the channel, getting that preview video out was kind of important because it would have done well. I mean, that would have brought a couple of bucks. Not big money or anything, like $1 or $2. But you know what? That $1 or $2 every day, it adds it up. It adds up to the total. So yeah. So that's why. So it does matter. And I know when I was first watching the Hockey Guy and I didn't have a channel, I waited every day. I wanted his videos to come out. And then when I watched all of them, I was like, oh, well, when are more coming out? So I get that part of it. So I know there are people that were probably disappointed that I didn't put out a preview. And no, it's not because I have a big head. I know for a fact people have told me this. It's not, I know this, so I feel bad for that. But there was no time. There was nothing I could do. So, and putting a preview video out just as the game starts, not really a good idea. So when I got back, there was no time. I had to eat something, and I didn't have time either. I mean, I could have, but it would have come out just as I was. Oh, maybe I didn't even have time because of the live stream. That's true. Roadside, Jeff is from, or Jeff Scarecrow, again, he's from Halifax, so he's got to support both. Hey, go Mooseheads, go. I have no problem with that at all. Drouin and Voracek are Mooseheads. Oh, were they? Okay. Voracek. I'm not happy Voracek is playing because that's going to make it harder. I want to be clear. I'm not trashing Drouin, but KK rather skate the puck. Rather skate the puck and than trust Drouin to dump and change. Listen, it's possible. Anything's possible. I hope not, because if they're playing on the same line, I'd like them to have more trust with each other. And Drouin could be a good winger for KK. He hasn't had talent like that. No doubt, Drouin has big talent. It's just he doesn't. There's something missing. There's something missing in that. I don't know what it is. I wish I did. So we're still 1-0. It's down to 1:40, and not an overly exciting first period. You got to admit that, right? Or you got to agree with me with that. It's not overly exciting so far, but I think that bodes well for Montreal because, like I said, they did this to Pittsburgh, and I don't know if they bored them, but this is how they shut down the team. So. Oh, wow. Price is mad. There's a fight. That's a repeat like Kreider. What the hell was that? Grant. Out of the game. Somebody take his head off. I didn't even see what happened, so I want to see what happened. Price was mad. Wow. Where did the puck go? I didn't see the puck go in. No. Oh, Price was mad. Wow. Wow. Imagine if something like that happens again in a different way and he gets injured from a guy going into the net like Kreider did to him. Grant, you're going to get hit hard all game. Watch and see. Do I wear jerseys? I can't. It's too hot. It's in the winter. It's too hot. I would die in a jersey right now. That's why I'm wearing this. It's really thin. It's hot in here. I got lights on. It's not easy. But yeah, and I intend to get some more jerseys. Not necessarily from the money that I will get from here, but I have some. I told you about the fire. I'm expecting it. I had no insurance. It's been in court and it's about to be settled. Because of all this, It got delayed, so I'm expecting it any time, and part of that money is going to go into a few jerseys. I definitely want to get. I want to get a Nick Suzuki and a Guy Lafleur, and maybe one other, and then maybe one or two around the league. I'll see. I want to get some other, just to dot a little bit of other teams around. We'll see. I just have this feeling, though, that money probably. I was thinking about it today. It's funny. I was walking the dog, and I was thinking about. I got this feeling about it coming in next spring. I hope it's earlier than that, but I got one of those feelings I get sometimes. So we got a minute left. Something delaying this. I don't know what it is, but we'll get to you guys. I like Suzuki with Drouin and Domi, and Armia with KK. Is that what they're playing there? I don't know. I would if Drouin was playing better, yeah, I would agree more with that. I want somebody playing better with Suzuki. Wow, I was almost right about Price dropping the gloves. Yeah, he was mad there. Don't blame him either, Shamir. Always the quiet ones, yeah. Oh, and he's strong. I wouldn't want to be punched by him. Vigneault was trying to take out Price again. You think really that's what he's doing? I hope not. I hope this guy Grant gets pushed around the rest of the game. I was kind of, I don't know if he was bumped into him. I didn't see it, but I don't know about that. Price was mad. Either way, Price was mad. He might have been bumped into him, but I think Price was mad at the way he went in. It kind of looked like he went after him when he fell. That's what I got from what they showed. Let's try Domi in Drouin's place for a couple of shifts. Couldn't be any worse. For a whole period. Domi up on the second line on the left. Why not? And they might need to wait till Evans is back. He's not back yet. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know why they don't have another center they can play there. And again, it tells you what they're not confident in Pele. If Domi still gives it 100% on the fourth line, Drouin has no excuse for not playing well. I agree. I don't know what's going on with Drouin. I was really expecting a lot better from him. He looked really good in phase 3 and phase 2. He looked really good on the ice. Granted, no players playing against him, but he looked like he was ready. He talked a good game, too. Robert Dufour, love Guy Lafleur, my favorite Hab all times. Well, Robert, welcome to the channel. Yeah, Guy Lafleur is he's my idol. I always loved him and always will. I almost met him one time, almost, but if I was bolder, I would have been able to sit and talk to him for like a half an hour. I saw him at the license bureau. My ex-wife, she was getting her license redone, and I'm sitting there waiting, and this guy is sitting across from me. I'm trying to decide, is that Guy Lafleur? No, it's not. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. I couldn't decide, and I didn't want to look like a fool, but I was. So he goes to get his thing done, and then my wife gets called to the same one next, the same person, the next one, and we asked, was that Guy Lafleur? And it was. And I had a half an hour to wait there and sit there and talk to him. Ugh. You have to get a Caulfield eventually. Yeah, Caulfield will be down the road. Right now, I want a Suzuki first. And I actually, KK after that. I'd love to have the three, those three. I hope they won't be aligned. But, yeah, we'll see. Starting with a Suzuki and a Lafleur. Kulak playing fantastic. Kulak has been good. I'm glad to see it's relaying into 1-0. That's how it ends up. Well, nobody had that, so. Oh, yeah, we're still first period. You know what? I just thought the game was ending 1-0, but it's because the live stream's going to end, and I thought it was the game. But I got to watch a little of this game, so I'm gonna have to cut it after this. So 1-0. So it's not too bad, actually. In the end, 1-0 down. I think I would take that going into the second. What do you guys think? I'm not unhappy with that. I would like it to be 1-0 Montreal, but if that's all that they are up against us, that's not bad. Price getting fired up will fire up the whole team. I hope it. Maybe the second period they'll come out a little bit with a little more aggression and forechecking better, just doing better. I don't know. I found it a little boring. Hit that sub, smash, and like. Hey, everybody. So before we cut out, there's 16. Anybody who hasn't given a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. If you had fun while you're here, if you're enjoying yourself, please give a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate a subscribe. Hit that notifications bell, and that's going to get you more videos just like this live stream and the videos I do for the channel. And yeah, I appreciate that from everybody. For those about to rock, we salute you. All right. I almost listened to that today. That's funny. I was going to put some music on from play an album, YouTube. I almost chose AC/DC. Almost. I saw them once in concert. My best friend was introduced to Jean Beliveau and didn't know who he was until he left. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How could you not know by looks? Wow. Yeah, you got to kick yourself for that, eh? Wow. Okay, let's see now. I'm going to get the last few in here. Where's the penalty for the 3 guys cross-checking up Drouin after the whistle? Didn't see that. I couldn't tell you I didn't see that. Robert, you too. Enjoy the game. And thank you for being here, buddy. I appreciate it. Roadside, Jeff Scarecrow. I met Jean Beliveau at a restaurant once. He's supposed to be, was a nice guy who would talk to people, and he was just nice. Rick skips me off too often. Did I miss something, buddy? I won't go till you tell me what it is that I missed. I'm sorry, but that's what I said. So I can't help that. That's what super chats are really designed for. But yeah, I must have missed a lot of things. But I will wait for you for the one, and then I'm gonna go. One of the greatest people ever. Yeah, that's what they class. You look up the word class, and Jean Beliveau's picture was there. The epitome of a gentleman. Yes, he was. Great hockey player. And just a great person. And apparently, like if you'd meet him and you talk to him and he'd ask you something, and you'd meet him again 10 years later, and he would, or maybe not 10 years, but a while later, and he would ask you, like, how's your son, whatever the name, and he'd know the name. And how the hell he did that, I don't know. But that's just class. I wouldn't expect to meet JB in Pictou County, Nova Scotia, so I don't blame him. I guess so, eh? I don't know what he was doing down there either, but I mean, I'm sure he traveled around a lot. So, Jordan, I don't know what I skipped, but I'm going to go now because I'm at the end here. So, listen, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Was a great live stream. My voice is starting to go. That's why I'm drinking so much water as well. I don't know what to say. Thanks. Enjoy the rest of the game. Nobody got it, by the way. Nobody got the puck because nobody had 1-0. And there was no goal scorer for Montreal. So, I guess it's not over yet. I don't know why I'm saying that. Nobody so far has the puck. So I'll let you know. I'll announce it in the review video if anybody wins it. And, yeah, that's it. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the members. Thanks for the mods that came in. Thanks for all of that. I don't know what else to say, but it's overwhelming some nights, the support I get. I never would have thought, like, even, I didn't even think I'd get 10 subscribers. When I started, honestly, I didn't think. So to have what's going on now, and things are kind of moving now. Oh, I should say to you 10 that are in the room, my podcast, the link is in the description. If you're interested, check out the podcast. Me and Scotty 2 Hockey. So if you guys are subscribed to Scotty or you've seen him here in the channel, yeah, it's me and him doing the podcast. We talk about what's going on now. We talk about predictions for the series and stuff like that. So check it out. The link is in the description. Have a great rest of the night, everybody. Enjoy the game. See you on Friday if you can be there. If not, on Sunday because it's a night one. And see you next video. And peace out, y'all. Have a great night. I think I hit the button. I don't think so.